Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, human beings of all ages, welcome to Vibrations with Vito. I am your host, Vito. Episode 92. Oh, man. Sounds good. 92 sounds good. Let's get to 100. Let's make it quick. I feel good today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's getting to be my favorite time of the year. Not quite summer, not quite where I'm in shorts, but I can smell the fresh air. I like it. I got a cool guest with me today. I got to get to the message of the week, but I got to read it because it's a lot of words I couldn't remember at all. All right, here we go. When a new day begins, dare to smile gratefully. When there is darkness, dare to be the first one to shine a light. I like that. Just smile, basically. But that was good. I like that coupling of words. It sounded nice. I wanted to share it with you. My guest is someone that I've known since I was a little one. We keep in touch now thanks to social media, which is nice. One of the rare things I like about social media. But I can't remember the first time I met you. We'll get to that in a second. But he's very intelligent. He's a very positive dude. He's a good dude. I was about to say the one and only, but he's a junior. Mr. Leroy Sims. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, man. Nice to see you.
I know, man. It's been a while since we had a chance to really sit down and chill.
Right. Last time I saw you was Alessandro's first daughter's.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Christening.
Yeah.
Yeah. You came to the restaurant. You had a big beard.
Oh yeah.
I like that. You trimmed it up.
I had to, man.
Look good.
The big beard. It's maintenance, man.
It is maintenance,
and that's the part that kills me.
I don't have a big one.
Yeah.
Well, you know. But I mean, big beard. Yeah. I don't have a big beard, but it is a lot of maintenance.
Yeah.
It is. Like, always. And I'm scared to touch it up myself because if I ruin it,
bro,
I'm going to be like, damn, I let myself down.
Yeah.
But it looks good. You look cleaned up.
Yeah.
You got your family pizza sweatshirt on.
Course.
Represent, you know?
Represent.
I like that. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. I had off today.
Good.
So it was a nice kind of reset for me.
Yeah.
I really don't have off much unless I got scheduled days off, which guess you got to do when you get older.
Yeah, for sure. We're getting old. How old are you?
29.
Yeah.
Big 29.
Right. Damn, 30 coming around the corner.
Yeah. Coming July.
Okay, July what?
World premiere.
July what?
5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, the day before they were like, yo, let's celebrate Leroy today, you know?
I
like that.
It's always a celebration of my birthday, too.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to get to the pour, and then I got a slew of questions for you.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Shout out to sponsor of the show, the greatest pizza shop in New York, LaDuca Pizza, 718-859-1501. Shout out to everybody at LaDuca Pizza, 14 Newkirk Plaza, Brooklyn, New York, 11226 is the zip code. Get in there, tell them you know me, get a nice fresh slice of pizza, you know? Shout out to everybody over there. Put your volume up, time for the pour. Oh, that's beautiful.
I love the sound of that, man.
So do the people. I'll always thank Dina because executive producer of the show. The first episode, I was just pouring a glass, and then she had the headphones on, and she was like, "Put it into the mic." And I was like, "Huh?" And then I was like, "Wait, over here?" She's like, I was like, "Okay, that's good." Yeah. Good. All right, so cheers, my brother. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Pinot Grigio.
Crisp. I like
that. Yeah. I got the room temperature one so I could put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, how long has it been in their fridge? How long has it been on the counter over here?
Yeah.
I like that better.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to. I know you as another name, just JR. Yeah. I've always referred to you as JR, always. And I remember that first, when we first started following each other on social media, I was like, who the fuck? Yeah. Leroy Sims. I don't know who this guy is. And then I clicked the picture. I'm like, JR.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so the people, do they know you as JR more? Or Leroy?
Well, the origins, obviously, JR Jr.
Right.
But, I
shout out to Senior.
Yeah. R.I.P. to my man.
All right.
Respect. But it started just mostly with family, obviously, calling me JR, because when I was younger in elementary school, my friends would be over, or we'd be, it always would happen at school field trips or like little fairs and carnivals you had at school, my friends would be like, "Yo, Leroy," like scream my name, and my dad would look, and I'm like, "Dad,
I'm talking to you."
There's not a 7-year-old calling you across the yard right now. Why are you responding?
Right, it makes sense.
And then everyone just started calling me JR naturally.
I like that. No, for real.
So I went by that, all throughout school, high school. So all my high school friends still call me JR.
Where did you go to high school?
Pennsbury.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but it was a funny transition, I guess, right after high school when I'm meeting new people. I kind of start getting my head on a little straight, trying to be a bit more professional.
As you should.
I'm not going in the interview like, yeah, just calling me JR.
Yeah, right.
Leroy.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'm ready for the job.
Yeah. I'll take my first check.
That's right. You need that.
Yeah, so, and then when, like, kind of that new group of friends would be with, like, my older friends from years ago, they'd be like, "Who's JR? Why they keep calling you that?" And I'm like, "Well, first, you can't put 2 and 2 together of, like, junior."
Stupid.
But they'd be like, "I've never heard anyone call you that." And then all my high school friends were like, "I ain't never heard nobody call you Leroy.
Right.
Why are they calling you that?"
Right.
Like,
I remember I don't remember how old I was, but I remember the first day I did meet you. It was a family party at Cafe Monterosso.
oh my God, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
not a Rosso. People know it now. Great spot. Go there in Fairless Hills. It's the best. But Cafe Monterosso, it was in the back.
Yeah.
And were you Vito's friend first, or were you?
I was Vito's friend first.
All right.
And then me and Alessandro eventually just became closer over time, but
I remember it was the 2 of them, or 3 of you, and then I popped out the door, and I'm like, well, these are my cousins. They like this guy. I guess I like this guy.
Yeah.
And we just started doing some, hood rat activities.
Of course.
I feel like I had to be like 7, maybe 8. Because Alessandro is 4 years older than me, and you're 3. He's 3.5, because I'm 26.
Yeah.
So when you turn 30, I'll still be 26.
Yeah. All right.
But same thing with him. He was slightly older. Anyway, I just remember being super young, and then they were calling you JR, so I knew you as JR. But just from then, now we were always seeing each other. Like, did you live behind Cafe or something?
Yeah, I live right there in that neighborhood.
Okay, I don't remember.
Pennsbury, I think, whatever.
Okay.
But like that park right there, I was just right around the corner.
Yep.
And then my house was, I could make one turn and just follow that road all the way across the light and then into like Vito's in the neighborhood.
Right. Simple.
Yeah, simple.
Right.
From my house, that's all I had to do was like 2 pushes on a skateboard, and I would coast all the way down the hill, all the way to the 7-Eleven.
Not bad.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, the reason why like me, Vito, Alessandro really, I guess, clicked when I met them was because we eventually figured out that like my family knew Jerry very well.
There you go.
Like, he knew, like, Jerry knows like my uncles, my dad, my mom, like both sides of my family. And it was just like, oh wait, like, Jerry was like, oh, Leroy, your dad? I was like, yeah, why? He's like, you look just like him.
Of course.
Like, yeah, so it was just like, all right, like we family and shit.
Right, and then it got close.
Yeah, and then since then it's just been.
That's great.
It's been all great.
Yeah, like even when Alessandro's first baby was born, you went to the Christian. That shows,
Yeah, I know.
that it's not just I used to know him back in the day.
Yeah, I know, and it's
like
not
that.
just like simple like sending each other memes on Instagram.
Right, right. Well, that's special too. That takes that's how you know you're super friends with somebody. If it's like, I used to like hate that when I get a notification like, oh, someone sent you a reel.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about it, like, oh, they saw this, they thought it was funny, and they want to send it to me. I like that.
Yeah.
I'd be sending them shits out too. So if you get one from me, I thought about you.
Yeah.
You sent me some funny ass shit that maybe we shouldn't share on the pod here, but I like
Which
that. I
one?
respect that. You said which one? Quick little story for you. I think I've told this on the pod before, but if not, here's it first. So I've always liked the name Leroy. Always. I can't name my son Leroy. I gotta name my first son Vincenzo. It's just how it works. You gotta, maybe if God blesses me with 2, Leroy LaDuca sounds nice. But so I was walking down the main road in Fairless Hills around here, and I'm with my friend Dan. Shout out to Dan. And we were walking to Wendy's, and a baby bird what we thought was dead on the side of the road. We go closer, not dead. Just fell out of the nest, right? No feathers, nothing like that.
Yeah.
The nest is on the ground. The bird is on the ground. We walk back. We're like, all right, if it's still here, we'll try to scoop it up or something. We walk back from Wendy's. It's still there, right? We go to my house. We get 2 red Solo cups. We're young. I'm 7th grade. 7th grade had to be. Maybe 8th. Pick this bird up, right? He had an old hermit crab cage. We put it in the cage. You know, we're taking care of this bird. He goes, yo, we need to name it. I don't know why. I just go, Leroy, right off the bat. Now, still to this day, if I say something to Dan about Leroy, he knows exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. That bird we cared about a lot, right? So we nurtured this bird. It had no feathers. It was on death's row. And then he had feathers. He started making noises. And I'm like, great. We're bringing Leroy back to life. Everything was all about Leroy. Like, I would go to school and be like, I hope Leroy's fine when we get home.
It was like foster child.
Dude, 100%, right? So I think I ended up killing him. I gave him bread because I thought, like, small pieces of bread.
Yeah.
Let me not think I was shoving a loaf down his mouth. No diddy. But so I think he just, like, it was too much bread. Next day, I come home from school. My mom's like, Leroy's dead. I'm like, no. And I didn't know if maybe she just said that. She just wanted to get the bird out of the house. He was dead. I looked at him. And I was like,
he's done.
So we gave him like a few extra days. I think he lived like a week longer. But R.I.P. to Leroy, man. He was a good. Man. I tried my best.
I know.
I tried my best. And that brings me to this story. So I am a father. You don't know that. Well, not anymore. My kid just died. But Carl, R.I.P. to Carl. Carl was the best. He was a cactus.
Okay.
I was gifted Carl by my least favorite coworker of all time. Okay. I thought she was like trying to piss me off when she gave me this.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is a life form. This motherfucker was this big.
Yeah.
Tiny when I got him. I got him in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
4 years my man lasted. He grew to be pretty big, pretty tall, pretty wide. Changed the pot a few times, so because it's like a crocodile. If you put it in a small cage, he's gonna stay small. Make it a bigger cage, bigger pot. He's gonna grow big. All right. This is Tuesday. Carl died. I noticed that he started getting these like white little things all over, and I'm thinking this is just part of the cactus. Then he had like a big ball. It looked like a big ass pimple, fuzzy pimple. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? I sent it to I'm on FaceTime with my sister. I'm like, do you know what this is by any chance? She Googles it. It means it was completely infested with bugs.
Oh,
they're called mealy bugs, I think is the proper term. So I'm like, it's all over.
Yeah.
All over. So I'm like, if I cut him open or something, it's probably, these bugs are all inside.
Yeah.
I know I can't bring him back inside. My mom would kill me if she knows that this infested plant is like, people knew, everyone in my family knew Carl. Like, they'd be like, did you water Carl today? I'm like, hell yeah, I water Carl today. So I just wanted to say, rest in peace to my man. He taught me responsibility. He taught me how to nurture. He taught me what it's like to be a father. So, I love you. I miss you.
He looking down on us right
Dude,
now.
yo, 100%. I know he's above, too. Because that man did right by everybody. He had respect. He had love for the people. Fuck.
Do you know if it was like a specific like type of cactus?
No, I don't. I really don't. I know that when I was gifted him, he was in like a mailbox. Like the
packaging?
No. It was like a yeah. Oh, okay, it was dirt at the bottom. It was like a Christmas mailbox. Like that's what she gave it to me in. So like the handle was up, everything. I open it and there's just a cactus at the bottom, and then dirt. And I was like, "What is this?" She's like, "It's a cactus. Merry Christmas." And I was like, "You bitch."
Yeah.
I was like, I never liked her. Still don't like her to this day. She definitely doesn't watch the show, but fuck you. But I was like, what do I do with this? And then I was like, maybe I should put it in a pot and see what happens. 4 years later, he was growing, dude. And then he stopped growing. That's when my sister was like, maybe there's something wrong with him. Because, he was growing at a fast pace. And then nothing happened. And then I realized he was infected, and I had to throw him in the trash.
Did she like say there was like a reasoning behind the gift, or
No?
Like she was just trying to be?
I guess I was
to be genuine.
Maybe.
Did you get her anything back?
Nope. I didn't think. Yeah, for real. Fuck that bitch. I didn't think I was supposed to get my coworkers anything for Christmas. I'm like, it's a pandemic.
No.
We're all surviving out here, but I'm not. What do you want?
I mean, bro, even like the like Secret Santas or Pollyanna or whatever.
I don't like that shit.
I hate to say it, but I hate doing that shit. I always just end up getting them scratch offs or a gift card.
See, that's good. You can't go wrong with the gift card, but a scratch off, there's a chance for
glory
glory here,
right?
And you're gonna be like, you know what, my man JR already broke me something off. Here's your 20 bag. Because people are gonna be like, if I won 50,000, here's 20.
Yeah, they gotta like slide. I got you, man.
Here's a 20. Here's a what's his fucking name? Andrew Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Here's an Andrew Jackson for you. Go
Let me reinvest that into another scratch off.
Oh man, I said something about fast pace and made me think. So what you do for a living is full-time coaching? That's not what you do?
Technically, it is. I always consider it full-time coaching. I mean, it's in reality it is part-time on by my contract.
Right.
But I mean, I'm there every day.
Except for today,
yeah. But I mean, right now I am still technically volunteering, but next school year, I'll be on staff, like getting paid.
We're talking track and field.
Yes.
So then I feel like it's probably a given, but is that that was your sport in high school?
Yeah, I played football too, but track was like my sport. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the greatest football player. I sat on the bench. It was cool though.
Right.
Everybody still respected me. I was actually just talking about how even though I didn't start, a lot of people just treated me like
a starter.
Not just a starter, but like a captain. Like they kind of looked at me for leadership. I actually don't even know why.
I guess it says a lot.
I had a good personality, I would say, like very liked, and just I was responsible. Like I was the one that was like, when we fucking around, like before practice and stuff. But when it was time, I was like, all right, let's
get the business,
get it going. And then with track, I just excelled at it so naturally. Like I'm gonna start liking it more, and I had a really good coach too in high school.
That's important.
Like I tell people all the time, like I think one of the main reasons I like coaching is because my coach made such an impact on my life. Like I kind of want to give that back to the youth, or not even now because I'm at college, but they're young adults.
Oh, okay. So you're not I'm thinking.
I was at high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at.
But now you're college athletes, so that's even more important. Okay.
Yeah, it's more important, and now it's like it's not just like a little after school activity for them. Like they're really. I mean, I'm not going to say trying to make the Olympics, but they're trying to make the most out of it.
Yeah.
And they have to like kind of be able to weigh like school. Sometimes some of them work, so it's really a delicate balance for them.
Shout out to them. I hope they watch this episode and they subscribe.
You better subscribe. If you're watching this, you better subscribe.
Yeah, my man. Please. So what was your gig? Like what
like my specialty?
Event?
Yeah, my events. I always say 800 and under. Okay. But my main thing I think I would say would be hurdles.
Ooh.
And in high school, in Pennsylvania, 300 hurdles. In Jersey, they have 400 hurdles. Fucking beast of an event. Like I say, that puts hair on your chest.
Okay.
And then the 110 hurdles, which are the higher ones, and I mean, they were literally half my height. So I wasn't the greatest, but I had good form, good technique. So I was able to have some success with that.
Okay.
And then everything else, like all the sprints in between, I wasn't the fastest, but I had will. I had pure willpower.
Yeah, and that goes a long way with anything.
Yeah,
you don't have to be the most gifted or something, but if you want it enough.
If you want it enough, and you're able to, I guess, and you're benefiting from it, and you kind of find like a purpose behind it, then you will always be successful, no matter what the result is. Simply because like the effort you put in. Like I think that's really a key to success. Is that the effort you put into something, and you're able to like not compare the results to someone else in that same lane.
Getting deep. I like it. A little motivation. I see why he's a coach.
Yeah, I mean,
galvanize the troops.
Always. Like it's it's very funny dealing with high school kids though, because you can see like I'll give them these little kind of like pieces of like life advice that I'm not even thinking about,
right?
And I'm kind of just giving them like
game.
my honest,
game,
honest feedback, and they'll come back like 2-3 years later after they graduated, and they're like, "Oh, you said like this one thing to me, and it stuck with me," and I was like, "I have zero idea what you're talking about."
Right?
Like,
I don't remember what I did yesterday.
I remember you. I remember having a lot of conversations, but I don't remember that part.
Okay.
But it's still like it's very, I guess it's a nice satisfaction, and like with parents too.
Yeah.
It's
they get on they get on your case.
Oh yeah, that was kind of like the worst part about high school was parents,
right? Because they care more
as
much or more.
They always care. Parents always care more about like what their kids. Well, more so the results. The kid is getting. And the kid could be like, "Oh no, I'm fine. Like,
I'm having fun.
Coach, I'm having fun.
No, they don't care.
I found some success, and like I'm not trying to go to Olympics, or some of them might not even run in college, but the parents are always like, why is my kid going this fast?
Right.
Why are they? I'm like, chill out. Your kid's fine over here.
Yeah, he's having fun.
Yeah,
or
and like
she's having fun.
I've had some times where parents like freaked out, not necessarily like
at
me specifically, but maybe at like someone on the staff, and the kid will come up and be like, they'll apologize for what their parent is doing. I'm just like, don't even. I know. Like that's a human kind of reaction.
Right. Let's get a little deeper. Do you think the parents acting that way is because they were failed athletes?
Sometimes, yes, and it's kind of clear because there's been times where it's just like, I know the history of the parent.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, like, we've talked in passing or just had little conversations, and they're like, I used to play in college, high school, all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, sick, like. You got some genetics there.
Right.
Kids got some genetics. Good.
It's good science.
When you start pushing your kid to the point where they don't enjoy it, it's kind of, you're doing too much.
Right.
And some people will argue and say, oh, well, like they got to push through that pain. They got to, like, that's the hard work that they need. And it's like, I get that, but like, they're not developed to that point yet mentally. So why are you trying to like kind of throw that on them, that pressure?
Right. Because they probably have pressure from themselves already, because nobody wants to be bad. Like if a girl wants to play softball, I'm sure she doesn't want to strike out 6 times in a row.
No,
but she might.
She might,
right? And if her parents are on the sideline, like, "Come on, Ashley, get it together."
Yeah, and it's like they're always just like,
she don't need that, and then she's got to go home after the game and hear that probably.
I know, non-stop, like at the dinner table.
Right, like your eyes aren't on the ball. Like I know how parents get. I'm grateful. My parents. Well, let me not even say my parents, because my dad was rarely there due to the pizza shop reasons. But when he would go to the games, I felt pressure on myself because I was like, I need to make him be like, my son's a star. And so that was pressure for myself. But my sister, my oldest sister Angela, oh my goodness, she was the worst. The worst, because she was like always telling me stuff that I was doing wrong, which helps. It does help. But I guess that's depending on the kid itself. Because if I wouldn't take it as like, oh, she think I'm doing terrible. I was always like, she's just the coach over there. And she's seeing stuff, or she can talk to me a certain way that my coach might not. And she was a coach as well. She coached me a few times.
Oh, all right.
Which was nice, but then she would get on my ass. Like if she was my coach, she'd be like, I don't know, I can't remember.
It's like she knew your habits. Almost, so like she could pick them out a lot easier.
I'll never forget though. First grade, dude. I used to get the ball just used to hit my hand. I played soccer. The ball would hit my hand, not like I'm like, let me go grab the ball. And there's a specific picture to this day. It exists. It's somewhere in my house. Where she is yelling at me, and my hand is up, and she's like yelling at my hand and yelling at me, and the caption at the bottom of the picture said, "Where's the duct tape?" Because she wanted to duct tape my hands because it was always hitting my. But so you need coaches like that, because she did help me. Because then I can't remember any times where the ball would hit my hand again. So I was always scared because obviously I'm stopping the play, but then my sister's gonna fucking get Coaches are very important.
I mean, you have to. I mean, it's not like I'm not saying don't push athletes. You definitely have to push them, but there's just let that come from a coaching perspective. Like you can still apply it as a parent, but like just be a parent.
I never thrived with the laid back coaches. I never did. I've had a handful of them.
Yeah.
I never thrived with them because I'd be like, okay, well, even if I make a mistake, they're just gonna be like, hey man, you tried. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Tell me what I did wrong.
Yeah.
Like, how can I be better?
It's cool because I found a very nice balance, and it's because
it's
from my high school coach, and it's kind of like a combination of like, not necessarily just being like soft spoken, but more so just being like laid back in a sense where I don't want to, because with track it's so specific and there's so many like small little details in it when you come to running, like running form. It's like, oh, is your toe up? Is your knee up? Where your arms are going? Like, how's your head? How relaxed is your upper body? So it's like, he never did this for me too, but it was like, you don't want to overload the kid with information because then they're just thinking about so much shit. And the truth is, all they're trying to do is run. Right. Like, they're just trying to run. So if they're thinking about everything else, something's bound to go wrong.
Right. Too much.
But at the same time, I'm not where it's like, I always say this, but sometimes like the biggest kind of like meets competitions for them, they could run the greatest time ever, and I'll see one thing that they did wrong, and they'll come over like super happy. I'm like, oh yeah, nice job, but like let's like sometimes I'll have a video, I'm like, let's run this back. Let me show you what you actually messed up. Calm down a bit.
Okay.
You ain't that far.
Get off the high, right? Get off the high sails a little bit.
Yeah. Like, okay. I'll let you live up here, but like you coming back down
just
soon.
A little bit. A few flights.
Yeah, and I mean, I always say I don't like yelling. I will necessarily, obviously, if someone's across the damn
I can't see it, but I believe you.
But if it's like, certain situations, but I feel like it's a waste of energy.
Yeah.
And also, I grew up like my parents, like, yeah, they argued, but they never really yelled at me just to yell. I feel like I see that not just with like kids I coach, but like growing up with people around different families, like you just see like parents just come out of nowhere like yelling, and like I never had to deal with that. Like my parents are always usually cool, calm, collect cucumbers.
Good. That makes sense. That they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You are the definition of cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
So good. That's a blessing.
I pride myself on it, man.
Good.
Because there's been times where
you want to lose your cool.
I want to so bad, and
Y'all
it's
gonna
like
make me lose my mind. Yeah, it's one of the truest fucking things I ever said. Yeah, I'd be like that a lot.
And it's like you gotta. I'm always just like, all right, well, at the end of the day, like the reason you kind of like lose that cool is mostly emotionally, and you're in a situation where maybe someone's not taking your side or whatever the case may be. Like there's opposition, so you gotta kind of just be like, to get your point across, the truth is, what's the best way to communicate?
Calm.
Yelling is not always the best way to communicate.
I would say it's rarely the best.
Rarely, unless like I could have fucking road rage.
Yeah, right.
Like when I'm in a car, like you're gonna hear me yelling at you.
Road rage is different.
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna hear me because my music is too loud. But you'll see, and I was gonna. My windows are too thin, and they probably don't even see me.
Oh
but
yeah.
I'm mad as shit when someone won't like let me merge or. It's just stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's just stupid shit.
But
People can't drive.
I'm not even like communicating with the other person. I'm yelling at myself more so.
Okay. It's always their fault. It's never my fault.
It's always their fault, but they can't always hear me unless like it's traffic.
Yeah.
I'm like, pull the fuck off.
Yeah, let's do this right now. Yeah.
Don't let them in. What? You letting them merge?
Right. Dude, and now I'm a little scared with the news. Like, I don't even want to get like that because some people are so crazy and waiting for that one little thing. We're just like, okay, let me get the thing out, and we can solve this problem. We don't need to get like that. I'm trying to make it to church on Sunday. Can we? I don't know.
Can we not?
Yeah, let me just relax. No, coaching is important, though. I know you love what you do, and that's the most important.
It doesn't pay.
It doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't.
I mean, I'm also still at the entry level. I would consider. Yeah. I'm just an assissant, but
what college are you at?
I'm at Delaware Valley University. It's in Doylestown.
Were you at Chestnut Hill, or I made that up?
No. So I was at
I made that up.
Gwynedd Mercy University.
See, same colorways, something like that.
Similar colorways, and I'm pretty sure they're near each other, kind of.
Yeah. Sorta.
Yeah, what is like Spring Chestnut Hill, whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Don't
maps.
get me to lying. Shit. Yeah, so I was there earlier in the year, kind of like fall and winter, and then just transitioned to this new position. Good coaches there at Del Val, so it's kind of like, why not like take that chance? And even though I'm not getting paid at all, I'm like, it'll pay off in the end.
It will.
Like I feel like on the resume, volunteering looks great. It's like, oh, you sacrifice time.
Yeah.
like actual time.
So let's say you were in a position to put yourself where you want to be.
Yeah.
Where would you put yourself? Obviously, let me ask you this: is it a college? You want to coach college athletes?
Yes.
Okay, so where would you put yourself, and what would you be?
I think I can't really specify on college exactly like what school I would go to.
I didn't really even mean that. Like what school?
I think a good region though, kind of coach track in is obviously down south, Florida, Texas, just where it's warm. Okay. Even like the Virginias.
He just wants to live where it's warm.
I want to go where it's warm, especially if I'm coaching full time, man.
Yeah.
It gives you an advantage because you can train all year round outside. So like Northeast, even like
it's tough out here.
Yeah, it'd be brick. But
it's cold today. Truly. And yesterday was 74.
74.
Sunny.
Like the first Monday through Wednesday was nice.
Yeah.
Like felt a little summertime.
Dude.
But I knew it was a trick. It's
always a trick.
Yeah, I had a hoodie on like 2 of the days, and someone was like, "Why do you have a long sleeve on?" I'm just like,
"Wait an hour."
Worry. Yeah, just wait.
It's gonna be cold in an hour.
Yeah, and I usually leave practice a little later, so it's already chilly by then. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go out there in a t-shirt unprepared. Yeah. Ain't gonna catch me.
Gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
But
okay,
yeah, so the ideal situation for me was some warmer climate. You know, not necessarily where the winter comes. I'd like to avoid the winter. And, I mean, even if it was, obviously I would like to be a head coach.
Full-time.
Yeah. But even if I was a full-time assistant, maybe at like a larger university that could afford it.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind that either because assistants have a very essential role. It's not just like it's not just the guy that listens to the head coach kind of like takes orders.
They have to be given some kind of information to even have the position.
Yeah, and obviously a little knowledge too, because when you're in those roles, like a good coach will delegate to his assistants, like I'll let you have complete control over like throwers, jumpers, and so to speak. But also with just taking the load off the head coach.
Okay.
A lot of people underestimate like really what they do day to day because most people like, oh, you have practice 3 hours a day at the most. That's what you do every day. And it's like, nah, dude, rather it's figuring out like transportation, food, overnight stays, competitions, like what ones you want to go to, where you're going to find the best competition, like for your own athletes to kind of like be able to excel against someone greater than them or like better than them. Because you don't always want to just run below competition where it's just like you just come in first because then what's the point, you know?
Then you don't learn anything.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, if you come in first place, let's just take a season, say you have 10 meets in the season, you come in first place every single meet. If you don't like PR, get a personal record, what was the point? Because you didn't actually improve. You just got the medals. So like, and then obviously the huge part, which is kind of really the emphasis really for all college sports, which is recruiting. Huge
big part.
It is sales. So it kind of like being at college, being able to.
Which is corny.
Now, it's corny, but it kind of
sales part. Because you really do got to do it.
It really is. But it's just such like a main kind of emphasis that the university itself puts on you, where it's like, hey, like at the end of the day, I get you want to coach, but our job is to bring people in. Moolah.
We gotta work facts. That's all it's about. Life. Everything in life is about money. Everyone's trying to sell you some. Yeah, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, so it's just like all this extra stuff that they have to deal with, like just being able to take that load off them, like they really appreciate that. Like, and that's why I really like where I'm at now with Del Val, the head coach, Dylan Bennett. He's a real solid dude. And even just those tiny little things where one of the assistants will help him out with, he'll tell him, be like, yo, I really appreciate that. Yo, you helped me out a bunch. Like, I kind of, like, I don't need a fucking Scooby snack every time I do something good. But it's kind of just nice to get that feedback without even having to ask.
Right.
You know, it kind of gives you reassurance in yourself.
I like that. Not getting a Scooby snack.
Yeah.
No, it is nice to hear you're doing well. It's always nice to hear, like, yo, what you're doing is resonating. What you're doing is working.
Yeah.
Way to be.
Yeah,
it's good to hear. It's good to hear.
And I think a lot of businesses don't really do that, like from a like higher up standpoint. So they expect you to do that shit. Like, yeah, I get it, it's my job, but
it's nice to hear it.
I'm helping you out too, man. I'm helping you make money.
Right.
Like, that's the truth in it, you know?
Right.
You know, so to all those restaurant owners out there,
Yeah.
don't treat your employees like shit.
That's right.
Simple.
Value them.
Value.
Tell them that you value them. Also, pay them like you
Yeah,
value
seriously.
them. That's important too, because that they might not even have to hear it.
Yeah.
But if they see it, if they see out.
A high five is nice, but
right.
a 20 is better.
Oh my goodness, that Andrew Jackson that's half a tank right there.
Yeah.
Back in 1999, that was a full tank.
Yeah.
You didn't have to, that's a Cat Williams skit where he was like, I would put a 20, I don't even have to, I had time to look through my CDs.
Yeah.
I had cleaned the dashboard. Now you put a 20 in. I don't even have time to turn around before that bitch to click. No, for real. It's like almost $50 for me. I drive a Jeep. I filled in Pennsylvania. If I go to Jersey, it's a little different. But in Pennsylvania, I think I spent $49 the last time I filled up, which is stupid.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
I mean, even my car, like, I have a little Chrysler 200, but it's expensive.
Buddy's driving a Chrysler, and he's trying to poo-poo it.
No, I had some not really huge issues, but it's just they didn't build that the greatest.
My man's empty over here. I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right, my fault. My apologies.
Yeah, but gas is crazy.
Gas is crazy. Let's not get into that because we'll be here for 2 hours. Just talking shit about
gas
gasoline.
Blaming every single past president for it.
Dude, it's all their fault too. It really is. I want to cover some current events with you. Number one, Mr. Orenthal James Simpson has left the planet. And I don't know. Part of me wants to say rest in peace, because he was a human. He lost his life. But he took two people's lives.
Okay.
My opinion.
Okay.
A lot of the world's opinion, I think. So I don't know if it's the right thing to say, so I'm not going to say anything. But this is what I want to ask you.
Okay.
As a black man.
Yeah.
Do you think he did it?
So, I'm going to be straight up. We were talking about this.
Please. I want honesty.
Me and one of my friends at work, huge, just sports advocate. He's in the broadcasting.
All right.
But when it happened, I just was like, I was just like, R.I.P. OJ, man. I don't care. I don't. Because he's truthfully just one of the greatest running backs the NFL has ever seen.
2,000 yards.
2,000 yards. 2,000 yards.
Tough to accomplish.
Tough to accomplish. And also to go back to actually the
crime?
The crutch.
Oh, okay. We're calling it a crutch.
I'm calling it a crutch, but you'll see why. You'll see why.
All right, let me hear.
So a lot of I guess I'll call them conspiracy theories because it has not been proven. Was that his son did it?
I was gonna ask you that. Okay.
And I mean, that's all I can say is he was proven innocent. So that theory is starting to look a lot better.
His son at the time was 24.
Yeah.
So plenty of strength and he could have killed somebody.
Yeah, and I think he had some college football background. So he's a strong.
His dad was OJ.
Yeah, his dad was OJ.
Genetics. You said that earlier. Genetics. It works. It's a thing.
Yeah, and
so long-winded answer. I think he's about to say he doesn't think he did it.
Get right to the point. I don't think he did it. I mean, he had all the motive. Well, OJ did. OJ had all the motive.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
But it was like, I can't. At the end of the day, this is the one time I don't argue with the judicial system. But I mean, I do. I mean, RIP to Nicole. I don't know.
Simpson, and his name was Ron Goldman.
Ron Goldman. All right. So, yeah. For RIP to them. Shout out to their family.
Yeah, they lost
someone, but
so did the Simpson family. They did.
Yeah.
I don't know how good of a father figure he was to whoever he was around. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know he had two sons. One, well, he's probably older now, but at the time, I don't even know that dude's name, but he was 24, and the other one was 3 or 4 when that happened.
Yeah.
So he's definitely an adult now.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's one of the toughest, maybes.
I know.
But it's 75% of it is he did that shit. There's never been a case where there's more evidence towards somebody.
I know.
Ever. And then they just were okay, go ahead, talk to me.
Other case, just Please. Not to get sidetracked, I think Casey Anthony.
Oh, that bitch did that shit.
Bitch did that.
She's crazy.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Is she in jail still?
No.
They left her. They never put her in jail.
She was proven innocent, and
She said, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the story where she said 2 black men kidnapped her baby?
I don't know exactly what got her off. I know at one point. So I remember.
I think that was the original
trial
report.
Because my grandma always had the damn news on, but.
Which is a problem in the household.
Yeah.
To cut the news off.
It, especially if you have kids. They don't need to see that all day.
The N, I've said this from the beginning of time, the N in news stands for negative. You hear 93% of what they're about to tell you is negative, then they're like, oh, an old lady turned 160. Like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. They're like, 6 people shot and killed on corner of a giant. I'm like, great, I can't even go to the grocery store anymore.
And then it plays nonstop on the loop all day. Like, they'll give you like an hour break in between, let you watch like Gordon Ramsay, but nope. From 5 o'clock news to 8 o'clock news, right there, like
negative,
same thing, negative, all negative.
I need to hear it. I don't.
Yeah, so I do remember at one point she like tried to blame her parents, and her parents were like, "That don't even make sense."
Casey Anthony,
yeah, because I probably got the facts wrong now.
It's okay.
It was just like she left, went to go party, pretty much. Parents taking care of her. Then she came back, took the baby with her. Because her parents are like, hey, you need to take care of your child.
Imagine that.
Yeah, be a mother. Imagine that. So when parents telling their damn kids to be responsible. And then that's when all that stuff happened. But I don't know the final.
I don't know if I'm mistaken. I kind of want to Google it.
Yeah.
We can cut out the time it takes.
I'm going to come back
talk to me.
to
Talk to
OJ.
me. Yeah. Talk about Orenthal.
Orenthal James Simpson. I think his middle name.
Yeah, it is James. It is James.
So for the longest time, I believed that he did it. Like, I didn't kind of discover this conspiracy theory till about a year or two ago. And someone told me about it, of course, because that's how they work. I'm not one of those guys just go down the rabbit hole YouTube on that. Like, so, I mean, I will like have a video pop up on conspiracy theories.
I get in there.
I just don't I try not to, I guess, fall down that hole. I'll watch a video or two, but
it's tough.
I know I'm like, cut it off here. Just cut it off.
I'm glad you have a little self-control.
I have a little self-control because, like, if I get too deep in it, then it's like, I'll go to work, you know, like, legit, like not
we
actually
did 9/11.
a tinfoil hat.
Yeah. Like, you listen to the internet, it's like, we did 9/11, we never landed on the moon, COVID was fake. I'm like, no, I don't agree with any of those. But the internet will tell you that.
I know.
It gets people.
Tell you anything.
Yeah, I don't want to get too conspiracy theory here because we might get kicked off YouTube. I don't want that. Okay, wait. So, moral of the story: the guts, and You don't think he did it? You don't think OJ did it?
No.
You think his son did it?
I think his son did it.
And he covered up for him.
And he covered up for his son
because got acquitted. Glove didn't fit.
Yeah, and I mean that's really that's the ending statement right there.
There was blood in the car.
There
was
on
blood on his clothes. Probably under his fingernails.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like if his son did it and he just cleaned it up, same exact would happen because hypothetically, he knew he didn't do it, so he's like, I'll clean it up. I'll have it all over me, and I still won't get proven guilty.
You want to know where I think it is undoubtedly OJ did it?
What?
That dude wrote a book called, and this is not an exaggeration, folks, If I Did It.
Yeah.
Let that breathe for a second. If I committed a crime, I don't. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Go to church on Sundays.
Yes.
If I committed a crime, got acquitted of such crime, I would never even suggest that I did the crime. Yeah. He wrote a book called If I Did It, actually describing where it was, how it happened.
That's also part of the reason why so long I did believe he did it, because I'm like, all right, the man is just showboating now.
I saw an interview. It was 2005. He's wearing a tan blazer in it, and he is suggesting he kept saying hypothetically, and then he stopped saying hypothetically.
Yeah.
And you could tell he's fucking describing what exactly happened. Reliving it, a perfect way to say it. And he's saying that the dude Ron Goldman gets in a karate stance, and OJ says, "What are you gonna do? You're gonna kick my ass?" and then he just says, he goes, "It's a blackout. It's a blackout. If you didn't do shit, what are you talking about?"
Yeah.
What are you talking? Literally, what are you talking about? You blacked out? What? Blacked out from what?
From what? Not even like what you black out from. Like,
He blacked out because he got into
didn't do this,
murderous
so
rage.
You shouldn't even have been in that state of a blackout because you weren't there.
You're right, dude. And then he completely describes what happens, and then the interviewer is completely silent because she can't believe like she's got him to this point.
Yeah,
and then he just goes, "Again, this is all hypothetically," and he starts laughing like a evil laugh. Because he's like, shit, I almost slipped up there. And you did. You slipped up for 7 minutes. Slip up. But so Ron Goldman's family, which I love that they did this, they were able to get like the rights to the book.
Okay.
And they changed the book title to, it's still called If I Did It, but the if is minuscule on the cover. And it says in all is huge letters, I did it. And because
I didn't know that.
That's a true fact. If you go to buy that book, it says it. I did it, but it is called If I Did It. And the if is tiny, super tiny in the word I, or the letter I.
Yeah.
But has nothing to do with race for me. Has nothing to do with race.
No.
He could have been Sicilian. I'm Sicilian. If a Sicilian man was, what's the word? Accused of all these crimes, and there's all this evidence, I'd be like, sounds like he fucking did it.
Oh, yeah. And
I don't like when people, they made it a race thing.
They make it a race thing just because
I don't care he was black.
Really what sells, to be honest.
It does. Unfortunately, racism sells.
It's going to be a story everyone's
forever
going to click on.
I don't think it's ever going to end. Like they say, like, honestly, people that think that way, they're going to think that way regardless.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a race thing. It was a murder thing. Two people died. Didn't matter if they were white, black,
if it
Asian.
Makes you feel better, like, most of the black community truthfully believes he did it.
Because he did.
If you talk to an older person, none of them will say that. It's more so the conspiracy theories and all the other kind of stuff that's recently come along.
Yeah.
Just the growth and boom of the internet. And all that came along. So it's more so the younger people in general that I don't know.
So you stand on. Will you stand on it?
If I stand on it...
Well, let's say your life depended on
my life depended on it, and
his verdict.
Like someone knew the like real truth.
Yeah, yes.
It was like, oh, well,
so we can prove this, right? Regardless, that we know he got acquitted. Yeah. But let's say we knew what the actual answer was. What would you say? Yes or like? Let's say it was still in question. Is he guilty or he's not guilty?
I mean, part of me wants to still say his son did it, but at the same time, you put that I guess that weight on it of my life, I probably would say he did it.
Okay, good man.
But the reason being so is because I know money talks. He's an NFL player.
It does. He had a dream team of lawyers.
Yeah. Rob Kardashian.
Right, but he wasn't even like on the lead. Johnny Cochran,
yeah.
Damn, I forget the other guy's name. Did you see that Cuba Gooding Jr. remake?
I saw a good amount.
Oh my god, it was electric. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like obviously, I knew what it was about.
Yeah.
And I knew the outcome. But the way they pieced it together as a piece of like cinema, oh my god, that was amazing.
I love how it was just like, it wasn't just a simple reenactment of like what happened in court.
Yeah, no,
it
behind
was behind the scenes.
When he gets the call that Nicole died, the Cuba Gooding is just sitting on the edge of the bed, and he's like, "Oh no, she's dead," and like never asked how.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
And it makes you think, as the viewer, he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
He doesn't have to ask these questions. He knows. He actually just did it.
He just did it
a few hours ago. Oh man, the fuck. But I know he passed.
He passed.
I want to respect him as a life form because somebody lost somebody.
Yeah.
But
I know. I mean, I still
fuck him.
I will. I will always say both. Fuck him. But I more so now. Like rest his soul.
Okay.
And take that for face value.
Right now, he's like, he's burning.
Or the devil's down there pounding like, yo, you got one.
How did you get away, man? I saw this meme. It was Aaron Hernandez when he sees OJ walks through the gates. Mi gente! Fucking crazy.
Okay, wait.
So it is a dark, lovely place. Yeah. The day he died, I went to the casino. I played 32 every fucking time. It came out a lot.
All right, we up.
And every time I would put a chip on it, I'd be like, "This is for OJ's stupid ass." I said it every time. This is for OJ's stupid ass. Boom, and put the chip in the dealer. Sometimes they didn't know who the fuck I was talking about because some of them, they're not in with the culture. They're there because they're there. But the one dude was a black dude. He said, "Man, R.I.P." I thought he was gonna say like, "Oh, he didn't do it." He put his hand to it. He went like this. And he was like, "Man, R.I.P." I was like, okay, I guess I could respect that. I'd be like, fuck OJ. And then I would, he's spinning me at 32. He'd be like, "Man, the juice, the juice is loose." I was like, fuck. That number came out so many times though that night. I usually split 32 and 33 anyway, because I like the number 32 and I love the number 33. 3 is my favorite number. Put 2 of them things. I like it. But that day I was like, fuck the split. Let's just play 32. 33 never came out, so it was even worth splitting it. But 32 came out a bunch, and I think they know. They knew. Yeah. They're like, let's do 32 out there. 2,000 yards. 2,000.
Casino's got it fixed anyway, I believe.
Dude, I gotta stop going.
Do you normally just go around here?
Yeah, parks. Honestly, the only other casinos I've been to Rivers once in Philly, and I lost money there. Yeah. And then Atlantic City, I went one time, and Vegas, I went one time. Every other casino I go to is always parks.
Yeah. Now, I've only gambled at parks. Okay. But I've been to other
What's your game when you go?
Roulette is easy.
My favorite.
It's more so just mindless for me.
And you have control. You don't have control of what's going to come out, but you have control of what you're going to put your money on.
Yeah, and it's purely like, all right, I get to bet my favorite number. I get to bet which color I like more.
Significant numbers. Yeah, my mom's birthdays, such and such. Yeah.
And then there's obviously the people that really just think they can beat the casino every game. But roulette's just kind of like mindless, so I do enjoy it because it takes the pressure off of like I gotta win. But blackjack is like. It's my crutch.
It's intimidating for me. I've never sat down. I've never sat down and put my money there. I've witnessed I'm with my homie, like when he goes, and I'm sitting behind him. I'm like, you got 16. What are you gonna do? And like most people, they stand on 16 or 17. Me, the way I'm wired, I'd be like, I know that 4 is right there. Hit me. Yeah. And then an 8 comes out, and then the dude next to you needs the 8, and now he's pissed. And I'm like, not only did I lose money, but now the guy next to me is mad at me. I don't need that.
That's the one thing I think I hate about casinos just in general is that people will judge your decisions you make.
Right, fuck you. Because it's my money.
Well, mostly because it kind of like
fucks with their
money.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I didn't know. If I knew it was coming out and I knew you needed it, I would have helped you out instead of the dealer. Right. Shit. I would have hit stand, bitch.
Right. I would have
hit stand and let you get that. These.
Yeah.
Because I think that's kind of like my friend. He gambles a lot poker, but he's always like when he's at a table, his whole philosophy is like everyone needs to be against the dealer.
Yeah.
And like you can't like. I guess it's not courteous to like say that out loud, but he kind of like gets that vibe going where it's like, oh no, like hit it. Like he encourages other people. And bases it. I don't know how poker works at all. That's the one game I don't know at all.
See, I've played poker with friends, and I know how it works now. I would never, ever go to the casino with my money and play poker.
Really?
Never.
See, I just
There's too much at stake with each hand. Too much at stake.
Yeah.
I like playing with friends, and then like we'll do like if you lose, you just Venmo someone $20. That's fine.
Yeah.
But then you're giving me like $200 worth of chips, but it's $20 when you're playing with your friends. Yeah. You go to the casino, you play with $100. That's your $100.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
I don't like that because then you could be bluffing. And I got a really good hand, and I'm like, fuck now. JR he's all in. He's all in. And now I'm scared. Now I'm like, fuck, I gotta go all in.
Takes you out your game.
Yeah, dude, I could never play poker at a real casino.
Yeah,
blackjack
I love
scares
slots,
me.
Though
slots, I don't have the patience for it. I'm a very impatient person.
I just don't expect to win. So like, I'm on the slots when I'm like trying to go home.
Oh, I'm leaving. And when I'm trying to go home, I'm leaving.
Well, it's mostly because like I'm not the one driving, and like maybe someone has a hot hand, whatever the case is. But I'm just like, all right, well, I'll just go chill out slots for an hour, get some free drinks.
Have you ever won anything?
Nothing big.
Okay.
I mean, I have came out positive, a net positive, I guess you would call it, but I've never won like one of the jackpots. I sat
Fuck those
next to
people,
someone.
dude, that sit there for 6 hours and then win.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
It's always fucking old people, too.
It really is, because they got that social security.
They got that social security.
They got it coming in anyway.
Yeah, the SSI check coming in.
I can't wait until that shit comes in. You don't have to do shit but breathe.
I know.
It's coming in.
I know. It's funny. Like, I feel like, not to kind of like segue, but the idea of like when you're a kid and you just want to be an adult. And then you become an adult, and it's like, this shit
sucks.
This is a fucking scam, bro.
I gotta pay taxes. What?
And then even simple shit, I gotta feed myself every day on my own.
Right.
Like, fuck that. And then when you're at this age, it's like, goddamn, I can't wait to like be old,
64,
and like sit in a damn robe and slippers all day. And like smoke cigars on my
watch
porch.
my show reruns.
Yeah. Yep.
I saw this show when I was 40. Yeah.
Watch my daytime soaps.
Yep. No, for real. Yeah, that was accurate an analyzation. I almost said that completely wrong.
Yeah.
That would have been a meme right there. But yeah, when I was a kid, I wanted to be. I always had the age 20. I'm not because I'm 26 now, but when I was younger, I always wanted to be 26.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm 26 now. This shit sucks.
It just sucks.
This shit sucks. We know there's always, you got to be grateful for every day.
Yeah.
Truly, because some people don't have that day. They went to sleep, they didn't wake up.
Yep.
It could always be worse. I always say that. Like to make that an emphasis. It could always be worse.
Always be worse.
It could always be better too, but you got to be grateful for what's going on now.
Yeah.
You had a salad that you didn't like today. Okay, well you could have not ate at all.
Let it be.
Yeah.
Like,
the Caesar dressing was bad. All right. Try again tomorrow.
I'm glad you said that.
How about you make your own salad?
Yeah, because I also like my daytime job. I work at a Prima Hoagie over by the mall.
Okay.
So it's like I have people come in and complain about the craziest shit. Like, I didn't get a side of pickles. I just went like, bitch, they were free. I could give them to you right now. I didn't charge
you for the pickles.
Why are you coming in yelling?
So you're right next to the Sheraton.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but no, I'm gonna come fuck with you. Shit, I didn't know that.
Definitely. Stop up.
But okay, look, let's plow ahead here. Are you a basketball fan?
Yes.
Okay. Did you watch the Sixers game last night?
No.
Give me your cup.
Thank you.
My man. I should have said glass. This is not a cup of wine. It's a glass of wine. You didn't watch?
No, I did not.
Here you go.
I usually don't get home until like 7:30, just from practice more so.
Right.
So sometimes I get in, I'm just like, all right, take my ass to bed, eat, go to bed.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, well that's fair. So yesterday I
did see some highlights, but
okay. I was prepping for the game. Very important game.
Yeah.
Didn't want to lose. It wasn't like the Sixers would be out if they lost yesterday, but they would have been in pole position to make a great run. So it was a play-in game against Miami.
Yeah.
Fuck Jimmy Butler. I'll always say that.
Yeah.
You know, he should still be a Sixer.
He should.
He chose the Miami lifestyle.
Yeah.
Which I can't get mad at. But fuck him. So, you know, if we won, we would play the second seed, which is the Knicks somehow. The New York Knicks somehow got to the second seed.
That's wild.
That should be, I don't want to say easy because no, they're all professionals.
Yeah, yeah.
Should be a victory for the Sixers. They should advance.
I agree.
If they advance, they play the winner of Milwaukee and Indiana. We can beat both of those teams. And then we play the fucking gargantuan Boston Celtics. But that will be in the conference finals.
Oh, so it's a lot
different.
A lot different when it comes to like how it plays out in the playoffs.
For sure.
So.
We can't get past the second round, ever. In the Embiid era, for sure.
Definitely not.
But in that circumstance, in that situation, I think the Sixers can make a great run. And this is the time to do it. Like, truly. Yeah. Embiid is semi-healthy. The role players around Embiid, this is the best team he's had, I think, since he's become a superstar. Other than the Jimmy Butler year.
Yeah.
That Jimmy Butler year, if we're one shot away from a championship. If that Kawhi Leonard shot doesn't bounce six times and hit the rim,
yeah, that was.
They win the championship because Clay and Kevin Durant got injured that year. Toronto won a chip for no reason.
For no reason.
That would have been the Sixers.
Yeah, I mean
that happens. Jimmy Butler stays. We're a dynasty from that point on. I think. I don't know if we would have won back to back or anything, but we would have been super competitive. Yeah. We would have two cornerstones. We wouldn't have Maxey. That's for sure.
Yeah,
which is
It's a
But Jimmy and
sacrifice.
Joel would have done great things.
Yeah, and
together.
their chemistry and just kind of like friendship.
Yeah, they're
even
still
just
friends
off the
now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, and like I even find that funny just with like kind of all the NBA like friendships and
I
stuff. where
fucking
it's, like,
hate it as a competitor.
Oh yeah, as a competitor, but I just
hate
find
it.
it funny that like everyone assumes like just because they're on like people are on separate teams that they hate each other. And
They
it's like,
should. When I was competing,
well,
I didn't like anyone, even if I knew them. I'd be like, "Fuck
I
you,"
was too, but
till the game's over.
I mean, it was always That I'm glad
the
you
game's
said
over.
till the game's over. At the end of the game, it's like, oh shit, what's up?
Right, but during that moment, like
Oh,
during
but
the
during
game,
the- yeah,
there was
during
like
the game, no.
Yeah,
Zero
I'm not
fucking
taking
friends.
it light on you. Like
I'll be
last
honest,
night,
like, some of my
Joel.
teammates weren't even friends during like meets and shit. I'm like, no, you need to get on your shit. You need to fucking run. You need to run damn ball,
Right.
whatever it was.
Joel would give Jimmy, like last night, he gave Jimmy this wide open three. He didn't
I
close
hate
out.
that
He
shit.
didn't close out.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was a little tired or he's like, that's Jimmy. Let's see if he makes it.
yeah, yeah,
Fuck that. Go give him a shoulder.
yeah. I'm not
Something.
with that shit. At
I don't
all.
like that either. They're all friends nowadays. They're all hitting each other after the game. Like, oh, you want to go to such and such?
Yeah, they
Fuck
all go
that.
out. They all go out, and
Yeah, I
I
like
think
that.
that's what. I mean, it does.
Soft.
It's soft shit, but at the same time, it's for the business of the NBA. It's better.
Yeah, and we were just getting over that. That's
Yeah.
might be the message of the week. Everything is about money.
Everything's about money, man. I hate. I
I don't want to be that guy, but
Yeah.
But okay, look. So this is what I wanted to say. I noticed this last night because I was gonna put on a jersey, but I didn't. But I noticed my jersey collection. It is very lengthy of all sports: soccer, hockey, football, basketball, baseball. I love it all.
All right.
My Sixers collection is horrible now. Okay, I have this white Joel Embiid jersey. This is gonna be timeless. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. I have a blue. I originally had a blue Ben Simmons. Okay? Gone. That's in
Good.
the trash.
Good.
All right. Then I thought, okay, who's going to be here a while? I got a blue Matisse Thybulle.
Okay.
He's gone.
Gone. I was gonna be like, you're wrong.
Okay?
You were a little off with that one.
They had a mural on, I don't know if you ever been to the bar Garage.
Oh yeah. for
Okay,
sure.
they had that Matisse Thybulle shit on the roof, or not on the roof, on the walls. So I was like, oh, this is a good. He's gonna be here a while.
I don't fully remember
Nope.
being at garage.
Matisse Thybulle's gone. He's in Portland. I have a red Mike Scott. You remember Mike Scott?
Wow. Yeah. What a name.
Dude, he plays in Puerto Rico or somewhere. He's not even in the NBA anymore.
No.
But I respect him for a multitude of reasons. He, I fucking love Mike Scott,
Yeah.
but I can't really wear that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have a black maxi. Remember when they did the row house, or is that what it's called? Boat house.
Boathouse.
Okay.
Boathouse row.
All right. Well, that's why I said row. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that one's nice. But my blue Thybulle's gotta go.
Gotta go.
And my red Scott's gotta just stay in the archives. I need a little
Yeah.
more. I never got a Harris jersey, thank God, because he fucking sucks. I don't know what to do. I think I need to get like a vintage
I was
Iverson
gonna say,
just
get a throwback.
because.
Well, I say definitely get Iverson. 'Cause
Yeah, that black
and-
Sixers.
Bro, 3. Come on.
That was my bad. He already knows. He
Yeah.
knows.
You
But
could also.
I was just scrolling through my selection. I was like, oh, this is horrible. Let me get the white Embiid. And
Yeah. Also, who is that? Dr. J.
Dr. J
Dr.
and
J.
Iverson, you can't go wrong with
Yeah.
either one. And a Chuck. Charles Barkley can't,
Oh yeah,
can't
yeah.
go
I
wrong with
forgot
that
about
one.
I always forget about him.
But the Simmons, I had a gray. Remember when they did the gray with the
Oh,
stars
yeah.
around it? I
Yeah.
had Jimmy in that. And I had to
Oh.
fucking throw it out. I had to throw it out. So my Sixers selection,
You
rough.
rough. Throwing out jerseys, man. Fucking resell them or something.
Oh, wait a minute. You ready? This is what I missed. Last year's alternate jersey, that blue one, I got that in James Harden.
Oh,
And
wow.
he's gone. My jersey selection is horrible.
I would have told you not James Harden. So, someone
thought
should
it
have
was-
told you not to get
I thought it was 2 reasons. You ready? I thought it was good for 2 reasons. A, he's an all-star.
Yeah,
Former
of course.
MVP.
Yeah.
B, he's going to be around here for a while. I thought
I didn't.
him and Joel were going to, A, like each other, and B, they were going to be around for a while. And I didn't know he had problems with Daryl Morey. That's what it comes down to.
That actually
Surprised
threw me
me.
off when
Yeah.
he was doing all that. And I
He
was just
said
like,
he's a liar. He's
Yeah.
in China grabbing the microphone. He's like, Daryl Morey's a liar. And I don't want to be on the Sixers anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Fucking leave.
And Batum is what we got from that trade, and last night he was the MVP. So
I know. I did see it was Oubre talking about him. He's like, he's the reason we won the game.
he really was. Joel didn't do shit. Joel, honestly, fourth quarter, Joel came in clutch when he needed to be. Let me say that.
Yeah.
But Batum carried us
Yeah.
the whole way. Anytime
Yeah.
we needed a three or a bucket, dude, and his release is so fast. I've never seen a release.
Yeah.
Like, it reminds me of Ray Allen's quick.
Oh yeah.
Ray Allen was quick with it.
He would
Batum,
throw that shit up.
something else, dude. He would it would come off a deflection. He would just touch it with one hand and put it up. Bucket.
Yeah.
I'm like, this French guy, I like him, All right, look, I'm gonna bring back. I want to say trust the process because I do trust it. The process
I trust it. It's a little shaky right now.
It's super shaky.
I have to trust it.
Hey, we have to. We have no other choice.
Yeah, literally.
No other choice. We're here now. But I'm going to bring back a segment of the show that I haven't done for a long time. And this is called 50-50.
Oh,
so how this works, I'm going to give you two options. You're just going to pick one or the other.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
One or the other. We're going to go from there. Money tree or invisibility powers? Which would you rather?
Invisibility powers.
What's the first thing you would do with your powers?
Rob a bank.
Woo, my man. Still the answer for that in my head. There's no other. Like, if your answer is anything else, I don't respect it. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if you're invisible? I want to go in the bank, go into the safe, actually.
Yeah.
Just take a handful of cash.
Handful of cash.
Handful. When I mean a handful, my hands are big. I'm trying to
Wear some cargo pants.
That's it. No one's going to know I even left my house.
Yeah.
Went in there and left. Okay,
Yeah.
Good answer. I'm talking bottles of water here. Cold or room temperature?
Room temperature.
My fucking man, pots and pans.
Yes.
I don't like the cold.
No. I feel like I always hear cold water feels like glass.
Glass?
Yeah. And room temperature just feels smooth.
Yeah.
And I never related with something I saw.
No, I like that analogy. I can't.
And it really what it is for me, you probably know too, like, you get back from practice, you just get home, still tired, maybe you ran out of water at
I need
practice.
some.
You get home, you're not chugging a cold bottle of water.
Never.
And if you do, it kind of hurts.
If you do, you're a psychopath.
Yeah,
Let's do
you
that.
are.
Yep. Because you had to will yourself to do it.
Yeah, it wasn't easy going down.
That
But
second gulp,
that
it's cold.
room temperature water?
Easy breezy cover girl.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. We're talking toilet paper now. Over or under?
All right, this one is...
Like, let's say the roll is empty. You have to replace the roll.
I know.
You doing over or under?
You're,
Talk to me.
I listened to this podcast multiple times.
My man.
And I hate to tell you.
Oh, boy. Under. Oh.
My reason being...
Give me the reason.
And, I mean, it may not be true, but I look at it like this. I have a cat, so if she walks up to that roll and smacks it, if it's under, it's not going to dangle out or, like, extend out. Because she's always, like, cats, dogs, they're always going to smack down.
Yeah,
Even babies, they're always going to smack down.
Fair.
And I learned that. I mean, not even learned that, but I just saw it, like, growing up, like, kind of with my nieces and nephews.
Oh, okay.
Like, going to the bathroom, and they'll be sitting in front of the toilet paper, just going like this.
Yeah.
And I've always been someone to put it under, so I'm just like, oh, yeah, I don't have to clean up a mess anymore. Until they get old enough and then start smacking it up.
I can't get mad at the reasoning. I can't. Yeah. I've never set it over. I never will.
I'll be honest, most places I see is always over.
Great.
I can't argue it, though.
You ever go to somebody's house, though? And it's like, well, so you like under. And you do it over?
But I understand.
Does it bother you?
No, but I understand the struggles of having it under. Because it happens all the time. Yeah. Like if I'm in like a public restroom, and I'm just like, where the fuck's this toilet paper? Like, I gotta like smack it, like, oh, it didn't fall out. Okay, there it goes.
This is the type of guy I am, and I've done this. If I go to someone's house and I use a restroom and it's under, I will replace it with over.
Bro.
I've done it. So when I leave and they go back to the bathroom, they're like, what? Why is it over? They think about it. They're like, oh, Vito was here. I just want to let you know this is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. Okay.
It was that fucker Vito.
That's that hard-headed Sicilian in me. Okay, we're talking ice cream here. Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
My man. I'm going to breeze past it. Chicken or steak? Both great.
Both great.
No
but
complaints. Either one. This is one of those where there's no right or wrong.
I gotta go steak, but my one thing with steak is sometimes you could get a bad steak.
True.
Like I'm just be honest, I'm not going to Red Robin and getting a steak.
You don't do such things. You don't.
No, I'll go to a steakhouse.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to like
Or a
Fridays
nice
or somewhere
restaurant.
like a chain restaurant, like,
Yeah.
I'm most likely getting chicken because I'm not gonna say I don't trust the steak, but like I don't know who's back there cooking.
No, I'm with you. I don't trust the steak.
Yeah.
You got to read the room.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
gotta read the room.
But if I'm cooking at home, I'm always gonna pick the steak.
It's like going to a Mexican restaurant and getting spaghetti. You don't do
Yeah,
that.
like what the fuck?
You get what they're good at.
Yes.
I don't go to an Italian restaurant and get enchilada. you know, that's not
like a chimichangas.
Yeah, the chimichangas. Okay, how do you like your steak cooked?
Oh, I say medium well, but I just like a mix between.
So you like it like you want to be gnawing at it.
Not completely gnawing, but like I like a little red, just a little pink.
Okay, so I order medium because I feel most places give you medium rare when you ask for medium, and I want medium rare.
Okay.
I've been to a place where I ordered medium rare because that's what I want.
Yeah.
And they gave me rare, which that's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have it bleed while I'm eating it. I've ordered medium.
Love that shit rare.
Dude, my cousins, they get it from their mother. Shout out to Zia Fran.
Yeah.
When we've been at my house and we've made steaks, and she'll be outside with us because like we want to do it where she's happy. We don't want anyone upset. She'll put the slab of meat on the grill. She'll count to like 6, and then she'll be like, flip it, and then you flip it, count to 6 again, and then she takes it off, and she's like, all right, that's it, and we're all like, okay.
I see pink on the edges.
Dude, it's red still, like shit like that, like, but you know,
only the grill marks on there, man.
Dude, I can't get with it.
Yeah.
I can't go with that.
I
I
like
want
that.
medium rare.
Because I've asked for medium well, and it's been overcooked. So maybe
That's
I'll
the
start
problem.
doing that.
That's the
I'll start
problem.
doing that.
I just do medium because it depends, I guess, on the person.
Yeah.
Because they might give it, when you ask for medium, they might give it to you exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
No diddy. And and I think that they undercook it a little bit always. So that's what I want. I want pink. I want chewy. You know, in the words of Gedge, shout out to Gedge, I like my meat chewy. And then I this is before like pause was a thing and no diddy was a thing, but it's on my TikTok. It was hilarious because he said I like my meat chewy, and I zoomed in on me because I started laughing crazy. Okay,
Crazy.
we're talking excuse me, we're talking wings here.
Okay.
Flats or drums?
Flats. Just I don't even have a reason behind it.
Okay.
I've just always liked flats. I will eat all the flats. Like if I'm at a party, I will eat all the flats, and someone else will walk up. What happened to flats?
So we would work well together because I'm a drums guy.
Oh, perfect.
There's just more meat on it. All diddy.
All
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I want.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Okay. Blue cheese or ranch?
Blue cheese.
Oh man, my fucking man.
Ranch is just basic.
Ranch is.
I heard you say on here once they're trying to make ranch new ketchup, and I was like, they really are.
They are.
Like
That's some
ranch is
hillbilly
on
shit. That's some hillbilly shit. Like it's just. No, for sure though. They really are trying to make ranch replace ketchup.
Yeah, because like there's certain like dishes and foods now, like kind of like, you know, like the little stupid side you get in a bag.
Yeah.
That's just like ranch, and I'm just like, that ranch don't belong on that.
Who am I?
Like,
Who do you think I am?
yeah, and then even just like the ranch seasoning.
No.
I'm just like, what? We have regular ranch dressing.
Yeah.
I think that's the angle.
What is it? Hidden Valley? Hidden Valley is like in every refrigerator in
Yeah,
America.
I mean, it's mine, definitely.
Which, okay, sometimes you need ranch.
It
I'm
has
not
its place.
I'm not
against it. But
Yeah, I'm not anti-ranch, but if we're talking wings, that's the way they invented it in Buffalo, New York. If you're gonna do something, do it original.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
I didn't know that.
That's it. That's it right there. Let me get the blue cheese. And if it's a good place, they got their own blue cheese. It's not shit that they buy at fucking wherever they buy shit at.
I've never. Restaurant Depot.
Yeah, Restaurant Depot's great. I went there yesterday. I had to buy
I was just there earlier.
I had to buy a deep fryer because our shit broke at the pizza shop.
Oh, all right, yeah. I
But
was
we
getting
needed
shit
it.
from my house.
Restaurant Depot's great.
It's great. They
Truly.
have everything in it.
People, when I talk about Restaurant Depot, they're like, "Oh my god, what's in there?" I'm like, "Dude, regular shit though." But
Yeah.
it's just like you can go in and get it.
Yeah, whether you want like cases of soda, obviously frozen meats, vegetables,
Yeah.
fresh vegetables too.
Yes.
And then they even got like the back section with like the candy and chips and shit.
Yes.
I'm like, this is better than fucking BJ's, bro.
Yo,
Like-
because that if we don't go to Restaurant Depot to get certain stuff, we go to
Yeah.
BJ's.
Oh, same.
Wholesale kind of stuff.
Wholesale,
Yeah.
You go to the grocery store for like little shit, man.
Oh, man.
Like, you gotta fucking save out here.
All right, look, and we're gonna end this program on a nice note here. This is the last thing for 50-50. I usually end with the riddle. We're not gonna do the riddle today. I'm not feeling riddly.
That definitely wouldn't get a riddle anyway.
You might have. Don't doubt yourself. But okay, this is the last one for 50-50. Loyalty or respect?
So I assume this one was coming.
I feel like you're a man who values both. That's why I really
do.
wanted to put an emphasis on asking you this.
And truthfully, I think they, for the most part, go hand in hand.
They do. They do.
So it's hard to kind of like
But if you had to
separate
pick
them.
one.
But if I had to pick one,
yeah.
I think I'm always going to pick loyalty because, I mean, I just think of it as this, like, loyalty is much better because you can always rely on that person or whatever it is to not snake you. And that's kind of like that those are the moments where it's like, damn, like I trusted this person. Like obviously if they destroy that loyalty and all that, like it's like, but you sit there and you just go, damn, like I thought they were loyal. But if like you can guarantee that loyalty every time, then that person, I think, just becomes a bit more reliable. And also, you have to build up to that loyal point.
Yeah.
Where respect, it's like...
You got to put in work to get loyalty.
Yeah, like respect, you could just see someone once or twice and it's like, I respect that guy. Like, he seems genuine, authentic. Like, just purely off of, like, vibes.
Yeah.
Like, you could give someone respect purely off of just vibes, not really knowing them. But you don't give someone loyalty until you, like, know them well. Not even know them well, but like till you get to whatever you're kind of like.
They've put in work to get to this point.
Yeah,
where you
build
feel.
up to that.
Yeah. There's more that goes into loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I never get mad at anybody's response.
Yeah.
I haven't asked that question. I can't tell you last time I asked that question.
Really?
We're at episode 92. I feel like the last time I asked that question was like in the 30s, episode 30 something.
Damn, all right, I feel special.
Yeah, you should. But I liked the end with that, and then recently I liked the end with the riddle. But
all right, I got one thing.
Talk to me.
I wanted to share.
Talk to me, please.
With the people, and with you. So I can't find it, but I'll look on.
Go ahead, take your time.
Quick.
Take your time.
Just trying to check on my watch, but
I have no idea.
it's two things that one of my best friends told me today.
Okay, let me hear some.
Because I always use them as like my therapist.
Shout him out, plug him.
So, Steve Naguib, Egyptian Steve, shout out to you.
Egyptian Steve.
That's my boy. Starting his own business, Quality Life. Look it up on Instagram.
Okay. What kind of business are we talking?
So it's like personal training, but like to the next level.
Okay.
Where it's like they're doing like blood testing and all that stuff, like getting you like real results.
Steve,
they'll
Egyptian
do like gut
Steve.
tests.
Shout out.
They have a bunch of these like little partnerships that they work with to get all these like results diagnosed and like everyone involved in it. They're all professionals. They paid that price to get that degree, and they're using it to like full extent, and not just like on the personal training and kind of fitness wellness level. They also will build out gyms for you. They share free content over like Instagram just about
Quality
being
life.
healthy and all that stuff. So Quality Life, look it up.
Okay.
But two things he shared with me to help me personally, like what my struggles, you could say, was me. 1, be authentic. 2, take everything at face value, just for the month.
For the month.
For the month. He said this would help me if I just practice that for the month
of April.
For the month of April, just take thing at face value because sometimes I read into things a little too much. But those two things kind of like they resonated with me. So it was kind of like one of those things where I took it and I was like, it's not just you sharing this with me because that's what you got from what I was telling you. But they actually they hit home.
That's real.
Just now. So
Be authentic. Yeah.
And take things at face value. Not too much because sometimes people will try to get over.
Yeah, there's that facade. Yeah. No,
yeah, but
you gotta.
If you're kind of like in your head, just simply with everything, people like a lot of, I would say, outside noise. Kind of just take whatever they're saying
That shit is loud.
face value because you read into it too much. A lot of times you're wrong.
The outside noise is loud though.
Yeah,
and it gets in the way a lot. For me personally, like I'm a big overthinker.
yeah.
So you're saying like take everything at face value.
Or if it's like someone you kind of did it perfect with that cactus story because it was like you took that at face value. At first you were like, "Bitch, what is
fuck
this?
you, yeah." Were you trying to kill me?
Like,
Yeah.
Not even like you poisonous. Like you want me to prick myself on one of these little things. You want me to get 1,000.
She gave me a
on
life form.
Yeah.
She gave me a life form, and I took care of it.
Yeah, and
I really did.
Eventually, you kind of was like, all right, let me take this at face value, take care of this life form, grow it.
Soil? Went and bought cactus soil at Home Depot? Who the fuck was
I didn't really add that shit.
No, it's succulents have to have certain soil.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know either.
Yeah.
If I didn't have to nurture
If you didn't have to nurture it, yeah.
Yo, but I'm telling you, once I saw he was infected and I understood that was infection, I was like, I gotta get him out of here. Sorry.
The bricks, Dobie.
That shit was terrible. I threw him in the trash can. I asked my sister, I was like, can I, because there's a huge field behind where we record here. And I was like, can I plant him in the ground? And she's like, oh, but what if kids like run? I was like, all right. I don't want a kid to get like stabbed with Carl.
Yeah.
And now Carl's got a case.
Yeah.
Can't do it. So no, but I'm with you. Be authentic. Be yourself. I like that. Be authentic. Be yourself no matter the situation, no matter what's going on. If people can accept you for you, they're not for you. I think that's the message, what he was trying to say. Be authentic. No matter where you are, no matter what's going on, be authentic. And go from there. People don't mess with you. They're not going to mess with you.
No.
That's it. I like that. Shout out to Egyptian Steve.
Steve. Shout out to my boy.
Episode 92, you know?
Yeah.
It sounds like Steve's got something to talk about. I like to have Steve on the pod.
He'll definitely do it. He's done
before he comes to do it. Make sure you subscribe.
He has to travel here first. He lives in Colorado. Denver.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
I'll go to Colorado. I got some friends and family out there. Shout out to Sophie.
Oh, perfect.
More the reason to go there.
Have you ever been?
Never. I've only in the United States. I've barely traveled. I've been to Florida once for a celebration. I've been to Vegas one time for a celebration. I went to Massachusetts one time to go see my beloved Inter play.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was 2008. It was a friendly though, so like they weren't really taking it too serious.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh my god, they're in America.
Yeah.
That's really it. I don't think I've ever been anywhere else. Jersey, obviously, I don't count. Jersey or New York.
Yeah,
that's just family.
I don't
shit.
even count at this point.
Yeah, no, me neither. But other than that, I've never been to Cali, never been to Colorado, never been too up north, too down south. I've been to New Orleans one time.
Really?
We'll never go again.
Really?
Had a good time. We'll never go again.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, you know what it is? We said it while we were there. This is Philly. This is glorified Philly.
Glorified Philly.
Like literally at its highest peak. The weather's warm. People are happy.
Yeah.
But it's Philadelphia.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
That was our a lot takeaway.
Of people tell me like, don't worry about Vegas. Just go to New Orleans.
Fuck that. Go to Vegas. I had one of the best times of my life in Vegas.
Yeah.
Literally, there was no complaints. I couldn't tell. I left with more money, actually. The casino treated me very nice.
Oh, hell yeah. We up.
Totally. I had a great time with you. No Diddy. It's one of my favorite things to say.
I love it.
I hope you enjoyed yourself. I certainly enjoyed myself. I hope the people enjoyed themselves. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, just do it. It's free. It doesn't cost any money. Just hit the button.
Don't be a fool.
Please, don't be a fool. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it but to do it. Bars.
You
know, where my dogs at? We right here.
Dog.
So ciao for now. See you next week.
Peace.
Boom.